Hi, we're not on the range today, we're at one of our training facilities, and today we're talking about the North American Arms Mini Revolver. A while ago I did a presentation on these, and at the time I said I'd never seen speed loaders for them. Well, now I have, so today we'll try a couple of different types of speed loaders. But before we do that, I want to talk a little bit about speed loaders in general. And I'm going to use this HKS speed loader as an example because it's probably the most common. Now this has two positions, open and locked. And the way it works is you put it in the open position and then you load your cartridges into it one at a time. And of course there's different models of speed loader to accommodate different models and different calibers of revolver. And once you get your rounds in there, you put it in the locked position and it holds them in place. And the idea is that when you're reloading a revolver, that you put your speed loader in here and it puts your rounds in the right position and makes it a whole lot faster and easier to reload a revolver. But is it really faster to load with a speed loader as opposed to loose ammunition? Let's put that to the test. I've got my Smith & Wesson Model 36 loaded with 4 empty casings and 1 live round. I'll shoot that 1 round, then I'll reload with 5 rounds of loose ammunition, shoot 1 more, and we'll see how long it takes from the first shot to the second. Repeat that with a speed loader and see if it's any faster. Now let's try the speed loader. And now the speed loader. Faster? Definitely. Enough faster to make a difference? I'd say yes. For our North American Arms Mini Revolver, I have a couple of different types of speed loaders. The first one comes from Nelms Manufacturing in Burleson, Texas, and it's this machined aluminum cylinder-shaped speed loader. Unlike the HKS speed loader, which rotates open or locked, this continues to rotate the same direction. Locked, open, or you can rotate it counterclockwise. Locked, open, and while it's in the open position, you load your rounds in one at a time. And then once you get your 5 rounds in, you'll rotate it 1 click either direction back to the locked position. And once it's locked, it holds the rounds in place. Now the North American Arms Mini Revolver has several different versions. I'm using this version because I consider it to be the most common. And the way you open the cylinder of this is to press a detent pin and pull your cylinder retention pin completely out of the revolver. Take the cylinder completely out, load your rounds in, then put it back into the revolver and put your cylinder retention pin back in place. You can see that the loading process of this revolver can be tedious. So will the speed loader really help us? Let's put that to the test. I've got my North American Arms 22 Magnum revolver loaded with 5 rounds, and I'll just shoot all 5. Then reload with 5 rounds of loose ammunition, and we'll see how long it takes from the 5th shot to the 6th. Then I'll repeat that using the speed loader and see to what degree, if any, it truly does speed up the process. And this is intended that you use the cylinder retention pin as an ejector rod. And you can see that the loading process of this revolver can be time consuming. Now let's try that with a speed loader. And now with our Nelms speed loader. Doesn't seem to be working. Maybe if we turn it right side up to unlock it. Oh, and you know, I have fairly good grip strength. There, now we got it. Nope, we still didn't get it unlocked. And even with fairly good grip strength, I'm finding that this is not working all that well.
There it went. That didn't seem to speed up the process at all.
The second type of speed loader I want to show you is marked RCV. I don't know what that stands for. And the way it works is it's got this red pin, and you push this plastic red pin in all the way so part of it pokes out the back, and then you load in your 5 rounds one at a time. Now this one is not self-guiding like the other one is, so you've got to make sure the 5 rounds are all in the right place. And once you get them in the right place, you push that red pin back up, and it locks them in. And then you put this rubber cap back on, and that keeps it more secure and keeps dust out of it when it's in your pocket. And the way this works is when you go to reload the North American Arms Mini Revolver, you've got this cylinder in your hand. You take the speed loader out, take that rubber cap off, line all these up, just push it in place and it depresses your red retention pin, and they all fall out into your cylinder. Now that looks like it should work pretty well. Let's put it to the test. And again, we've got the revolver loaded with 5 rounds. I'll shoot all 5, reload with the speed loader, and we'll see how long it takes from the 5th shot to the 6th. And there was a misfire, but that won't hurt us in terms of our time. Not bad at all. That speed loader looks like it's going to help us a great deal. Also, side note, you saw that one of those rounds in the first cylinder full was a dud. I hear people occasionally tell me that they've shot 10 or 20,000 rounds of rimfire ammunition without a single dud. No, fella, you didn't. And remember, there are different versions of the North American Arms Mini Revolver. I'm using this particular model today because I consider this type to be the most common. And I'm finding that when I have all these different pieces in my hand and I'm trying to reload, whether it's with loose ammunition or a speed loader, it can be a difficult, time-consuming process. Does the speed loader speed it up? Yes, I'd say so. Does it speed it up enough to make a difference? Yes. Enough to make the difference? That's another story. Now, if you have one of the types of this gun with the swing-out cylinder or the break front model, I think the speed loader would make it enough faster to make the difference. But that would depend on what type of gun you have, and even more so on getting the right type of speed loader. So, as always, don't try this at home. I'm what you call a professional, and thanks for watching the North American Arms Mini Revolver Speed Loader video.